So, before we start talking about sociological explanations for deviance, we'll first delve into some biological and personality based theories. Personality based theories means that it's connected to psychology. More specifically, Dr. Sigmund Freud's personality model. Remember the id, the ego, and superego. So, the first person up is Dr. Cesari Lombroso. Dr. Lombroso was an Italian physician who worked in the prison system in Sicily in the mid 19th century. He believed that physical appearance was a determinant for deviant criminals. In other words, aggressive criminals could be identified by their physical features: long arms, broad jaw, big ears, excessively hairy, and so forth. But of course, his theories were summarily dismissed as unempirical because they were unempirical. You can't tell someone's dangerous by looking at them. Ted Bundy was a very good looking person, and guess what? He killed 36 women in the most brutal of ways. Besides, there were people outside of the prison that looked like what Dr. Lombroso described, and they weren't violent criminals. Now, William Sheldon was a biological criminologist who looked at body type. He claimed that muscular males, young men that were powerfully built, were more likely to be aggressive than other males. The Gluicks, Sheldon and Eleanor Gluick, were a husband and wife criminology team, and they looked at William Sheldon's theory and said, yeah, we agree with you. There is a common body type here, but there are two other things going on. The first is labeling. These kids are being labeled a threat even when they're not. So just because they're built a certain way, people are afraid of them, including their parents. So parents tend to be emotionally distant from powerfully built sons, intimidated by their size. Now, containment theory was created by Walter Reckless and Simon Dinitz, and is based on Sigmund Freud's personality model, specifically the superego. The superego is our conscience. So what they're saying is that a person is able to control being deviant because they have a strong conscience. So because of the presence of a strong superego, a person is less likely to be a deviant.